What the hell? What is happening? Uno momento, por favor. I was trying to share this out into places. So, welcome. Give me 1 second and I'll properly introduce you to myself. And where the fuck? I just, I, I don't, I don't know what's happening. See, I would have this shared already if I knew what buttons to push. But I don't ever know what buttons to push because I'm only a button pusher on TV. Because button pushing on TV is where it's at. Where it's at. I got 2 turntables and a microphone. Yeah, because I do have 2 turntables and a microphone. Where the fuck? Live chat. I want to. I'm gonna pop out chat. Okay. So now I don't know where my chat went. Oh, there's my chat. Okay. We're we're gonna do it this way. Okay. I know what's happening. Wait, what's happening? I know what's happening. Except for no, I don't. But I do know we can put this right here. And oh no, we can't. Well, we can just a second. Welcome, weary. Hold on, you're weary something. I'm trying to do this. I'll be better prepared next time. Probably. But anyway, welcome, weary traveler of bizarre world. You have passed the Twilight Zone, but that's okay, this place sucks. You went down the ways a bit and met a girl.
I love it. You guys are so great.
Then you went a little further and hit the fork in the road and took the ride. And then rolled right into the most offensive church this side of the universe, the party pit. We clap for you. Welcome. We clap for you. So, I am your super magnificent saint of awesome, your personal supertone sage, Saint Nikki K. the Great. Yeah, clap for me. Yeah. And what we do here in this most amazing place, we read this great ass book called God Said, because God did not say that. This is God's unofficial biography, Dot Bible, as read by me, the sage. Um, we are actually, I can't remember. Miss Muddy wanted to talk about something, but I gotta turn my Discord on because I forgot. So, hold on and let me turn on my Discord so she can tell you this thing about this guy. Yeah. Okay. So, I joined Discord. I don't know if anybody else has joined Discord, but I have joined Discord because Miss Muddy wanted to say something about a guy in a mountain. That's happening right now, some guy in the mountain. He's doing things, and he has a YouTube channel, but he's in the mountain. And something about revelation. But I kind of don't know because Jesus said that's probably not a real thing. So, we were going to hear Miss Muddy's summation on it and what she thinks. And then we're going to read Revelation. Well, the first like 11 or 12 chapters. Maybe just chapter 11. I don't know. But we're going to do something that involves talking about this guy. And if that doesn't happen, we are still on Isaiah and we are almost done with it. And mostly it's just God talking shit and then taking it back and then talking shit again and then taking it back. Because that's, God logic. That's how it works in God world. So, remember how I said Bob Evans sucked yesterday? Well, it did. And Dustin, this evening for dinner, made me my birthday meal of biscuits and gravy, bacon, and eggs. Oh, and hash browns, like the real kind of hash browns. Like the kind you pick up, the kind they have at Waffle House. Dustin bought those kind, the ones with the potato sticks instead of that tater tot bullshit. Anyway, he made that for me for dinner. And then he bought me this cute little cup for my coffee. He got it for $1 at Kroger in their clearance section. It was amazing. He got me 2 of them. So that was real cool of Dustin. Although, I have to say, it's kind of hard to drink out of because, you know, it's literally the shape, like not round, like squiggly. So you got to get it just perfect or you spill it all over your face. Or at least I do. It might just be because of the droopy side of my face, but I don't know. But anyway, he got me this cool ass coffee cup for $1. And I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. And anyway, Miss Muddy, are you coming on Discord? Are we talking about that guy or are we going to Isaiah? Because I mean, if we can't talk about that guy right now, that's totally cool. Because I didn't look anything up on him. I went to therapy. My therapist tried to break up with me today. She did. Said, how would you feel about limiting our sessions. I said, is it because I talk about my videos and God a lot? I don't mean to, but things remind me of the Bible. And, like, I can't help it. And I want to make my videos better. So I talked to you about it because you're my therapist. And she said, yeah, I know, but what if we did it less often? I said, you're breaking up with me. My therapist tried to break up with me today. No, it's okay. We don't got to talk about him right now. I can finish Isaiah. But my therapist tried to break up with me because I won't shut up about my video. Well, about how I dislike this live streaming thing because it takes away from the Bible and the whole purpose is the Bible. And I was telling her that, and then she tried to break up with me. And I kind of feel like really sad because all my therapists break up with me. Some of them call the cops on me, some of them permanently ban me, and some of them just break up with me really nicely because I'm mentally ill. And they try to break it to me nice. Yeah, finish. Okay. I'll leave my Discord open. And did everybody take their medicine? Make, make sure you took your medicine. Where am I at in my... Okay. Isaiah 57. How many chapters are left of this? Oh my God. Damn it. Oh my God. So many. 66 chapters. And we're only on 57. How many chapters is that left? Hi, Wheels. Hi, Wheels. I heard Max got an award. Everybody, Max got an award, and yay. So that's cool. So, oh yeah, never mind. But yeah, that did good. But how many chapters are left, Miss Muddy? Oh my God. Okay, 10 chapters. 10 chapters left. Yeah. Okay. So, let's talk about, or let's read chapter 57 and not be sad that my therapist broke up with me. The righteous perishes, and no man takes it to heart. Merciful men are taken away, while no one considers that the righteous is taken away from evil. He shall enter into peace, and they shall rest in their bed, each one walking in his uprightness. But come here, you sons of sorceress, you offspring of the adulterer and the harlot. Why? How about you child of the asshole? Why does it always gotta be a woman? Look, look. I'm willing to bet the original Bible, the original Bible, these were not feminine words because women weren't allowed to do anything according to everyone. But the women here can be bad guys. But I thought the women couldn't do anything. See what I'm saying? The world is stupid. I never said that before, so you really can't see what I'm saying because I never said it before. But, but, two things can't be, these two things can't be true at the same time. Because if women are not allowed to do anything, that means women also cannot be evil because they're not allowed to. So I don't know. But these probably weren't feminine words to begin with. But fuck, maybe they were. But again, how can women do anything if they're not allowed to? Stupid. Okay. Offspring and the harlot. Whom do you ridicule? Ridicule. Who do you ridicule? Against whom do you make a wide mouth? Yeah, you big mouth bitch. And stick out the tongue. Are you not children of transgression, offspring of falsehood, inflaming yourself with God? Oh, speaking of this, offspring of falsehood. Henry got kicked out, what, a couple months ago? Like 3 or 4 months ago, right? Did you know there is some woman right now that convinced Henry that he is the father of her baby? He called me today and said, I quit smoking weed because I have a son. And I said, no, the fuck you don't. You haven't even been gone long enough from my house to even get anybody pregnant. And sure the fuck not having a baby right now. Are you kidding me? But he said, no, he's my son. I'm like, do you know how he doesn't know how it works or something? Because he literally said he is the father of this baby and he's only been kicked out of my house for 3 months. I don't even know why he called and told me that because I'm still kind of mad at him. But I can't believe he said I'm the daddy. It said have that baby tested immediately. Okay, bye, cousin. Okay. Anyway, I wasn't even um, paying attention to the chat for a second because this shit blew my mind. He told me this 10 minutes before I went live. I couldn't believe it. Do you remember Miss Muddy? Okay. Anyway, offspring of falsehood, inflaming yourselves with God under every green tree, slaying the children in the valley. Oh, yeah. I think, isn't this the original Christmas? Like, isn't that where the sleigh comes from? Because they're slaying the bad kids? Something like that. That's where Christmas came from. Some kind of terrible ass shit. Anyway, it it didn't really start because some guy broke into some people's house to give them a gift. I don't think it exactly happened like that. I'm pretty sure the pagan thing has to deal with killing kids. Anyway, under the cleft of the rocks, among the smooth stones of the stream, is your portion. They, they are your lot. Even to them you have poured a drink offering, for you have offered a grain offering. Should I receive comfort in these? I require mercy, not sacrifice. that Jesus said that. That's not what this says, but it's like, the fuck are your offerings, man? I don't give a shit about that. On a lofty and high mountain, you have set your bed. Even there you went up to offer sacrifice. Also, behind the doors and their posts, you have set up your remembrance, for you have uncovered yourselves to those other than me. Oh God, that I don't know. I don't know what that means. Are they getting naked? What are they getting naked for? Well, they're not getting naked for God, and he's mad about that. What's happening? I don't know. Okay, so you got naked for somebody else and have gone to them. You have enlarged your bed and made a covenant with them. You have loved their bed, but I thought they were in her bed. I don't know what's happening. Where you saw their nudity, you went to the king with ointment and increased your perfume. You sent your messengers far off. You have descended to Sheol. You are wearied in the length of your way. Yet you did not say there is no hope. You have found the life of your hand. Therefore you were not grieved. And of whom have you been afraid or feared that you have lied and not remembered me, nor taken it to your heart? What kind of people are you? Is it not because I have held my peace from old that you do not fear me? I need to start busting that ass. I will declare your righteousness and your works, for they will not profit you. When you cry out, let your collection of idols deliver you, but the wind will carry them all away. A breath will take them. But he who puts his trust in me shall possess the land and shall inherit my holy mountain. Look, look, endure, endure. Okay. And the one shall say, heap it up, prepare the way, take the stumbling block out of the way of my people. Thus says the high and lofty one, who inhabits eternity, whose name is holy. That's not his name. That is not his name. Okay, okay. I'm not saying anything. Exodus. When we get to Exodus, I'll tell you God's real name. But they're always calling God out of his name. Always. Steady calling God out of his name all the fucking time. And they're like, oh, it's good and holy. It's still calling him out of his name. And he never said he didn't want anybody to know his name. But they purposely don't say his name. We'll find out his name in Exodus. Okay. His name is holy. I dwell on the high and holy place with him who has a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble, to revive the heart of the contrite ones. For I will not contend forever, nor will I always be angry. For the spirit would fail before me, and the souls which I have made, for the iniquity of his covetousness. I was angry and struck him. See, God's being abusive. Look what you make me do. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. Very codependent. I hid and was angry. And he went on backsliding. That's what he did. In the way of his heart. I have seen his way and will heal him. I will also lead him and restore comforts to him and to his mourners. I create the fruit of his lips. Peace, peace to him who is far off and to him who is near. And I will heal him. But the wicked are like the troubled sea when it cannot rest, whose waters cast up mire and dirt. There is no peace, says my God, for the wicked. There ain't no rest for the wicked. That's caged elephants, although it doesn't say the rest, but it's the same thing. Anyway, that's the end of that chapter. That's the end of that chapter. Well, what do you guys think about this very codependent and slightly abusive relationship? Because right now it's God being the abusive one. But when we get to the Old Testament, when we get to the beginning, you'll see it's these people that do most of the abuse, which is why I have a real problem. And I'm not really like, God, why are you beating their ass? Because I totally understand why. Even though, like, at this point, he's not really abusing them. He's about to, but he's not yet. He's real, like, stuck in the middle. He's like, I should do this to you, but I love you. I'm not going to hurt you, but I'm going to fuck you up. God hasn't decided what he's going to do, so he's venting. But eventually, he does something about what he wants to do. But right at this point, he's venting. Hey, you're not supposed to say his name yet. You're supposed to delete that. We're not supposed to say his name till we get to Exodus. But that is his name, and he is a jealous God. Yup, sure is. But I do want to ask, how good does my microphone sound? Does it sound better? Could you hear my soundboard? Because my thing says you can, but I don't ever know. And I forgot to do my own sound check. But, Wheels, are you here? What do you think about this highly toxic relationship that God has with these terrible ass people. Miss Muddy, what do you think? Firefly! Hey, my darling. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling Firefly. I'm so happy you came here. Oh, my darling Firefly. See? I sang you a good song. Yeah, I just made that up. I wonder if I make up a song for my therapist, if she'll quit trying to break up with me. I'm going to make Emily a song. I'm going to sing it to her. And I'll be like, don't break up with me because I need you. I'll word magic the fuck out of that pretty lady so she doesn't break up with me. I think Miss Muddy, well, I know Miss Muddy's here. I don't, I think Wheels is here, but he never answered me on, like, because I need to try to stay on topic with these Bible videos. So, what does everybody think of this codependent, slightly abusive relationship God has had with these people so far? Like, God right now, he's kind of venting. He's like, I'm going to fuck you up. And then he thinks about it. He's like, no, I'm not. And then he thinks about it. He's like, yes, I am. You're cheating on me. You got naked for somebody. And then the people are like, we didn't get naked. We just looked that way. We were getting ready to go to the pool.
No, you weren't. You were doing bad things with bad people. No, you're bad.
No, it just looks that way. We're okay. Look, don't start arguing with me. You're highly abusive. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. I'm angry. Okay, maybe I'm not angry, but I'm gonna beat your ass and it's gonna be your fault. Yeah, I said it.
Huh. And this is the relationship God has with these terrible ass people. So, what does everybody think about it? Like, do you see it a different way? I know it's kind of too late to think. I know that. But it's never too late to say what you think. I mean, it might be too late. I don't know. But I'm guessing nobody wants to. Okay. Well, then I'll figure out something. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to figure out anything. But I am going to roll this cigarette and I guess, well, pretty much just roll this cigarette. Firefly, did Boo Boo go to bed already? Damn. Okay. Yeah, she did. Haha. Well, that's okay. Everybody needs to go to bed. Which is why I need to stop trying to have a Bible study at 10:30 at night. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me trying to do that. But I figured, everybody's off work. But then I forgot, dude, it's almost bedtime. People don't want to think this late. I'm probably the only person that wants to think this late. So, we're going to go ahead and read chapter 58. Okay. Okay. Cry out and spare not. Lift up your voice like a trumpet. Tell thy people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me daily and delight to know my way, as a nation that did that did righteousness and did not forsake the ordinance. Of course, they did not forsake the ordinance of their God. They ask me the ordinance of justice. They take delight in approaching God. Why then have we fasted, they say, and you have not seen? Why are we afflicted in our soul, and you take no notice? In fact, in the day of your fast, you find pleasure and exploit all your labors. Indeed, you fast for strife. Hold on. Exploit. Indeed, you fast for strife and debate. Debate and debate. And strike with the fist of wickedness. You will not fast as you do this day, to make your voice heard on high. It is a fact that I have chosen a day for a man to afflict his soul. I have chosen a day. Yes, it's in July. I think it's like July 10th or something. Yeah. But it might be another day they decided to change. But I think it's July 15th is their day to afflict their souls on purpose. They got to be super depressed about everything for a whole day. But, okay. Is it to bow down his head like a bulrush and to spread out his t-shirt, diaper, and ashes? Would you call this a fast and an acceptable day to the Lord? Well, I mean, God, you kind of picked it out though, dude. You're like, do this because you have to. That's why they don't really take it seriously. Because you're like, you have to be depressed for one whole day. And people are like, no, fuck that. Is this not the one fast I have chosen to loose the bonds of wickedness, to undo the heavy burden, to let the oppressed go free? Oh, that's Jubilee. Yeah, every 7 years, that's Jubilee. That is a thing that happens. Yeah. All your debts get uh, taken off after 7 years. And then you can let your slave go after 7 years. Undo and that you do not break every yoke. Is it not to share your bread with the hungry, and that you bring to your house the poor who are cast out? When you see the naked, that you cover him, and do not hide yourself from your own flesh. Yeah, that's Jubilee. That's where every homeless person comes out like, I am also a member of this terrible ass group. Yeah, take me in your house. We have a good time. Yeah, it's Cameron Holiday. I don't know that to be true. But if I was one of these terrible ass people, that's what I would do. I would be homeless. And every 7 years, I'd find a new, also terrible ass person. Hey, Feather! Okay. So hold on. From your own. Okay. Then your light shall break forth like the morning. Your healing shall spring forth speedily, and your righteousness shall go before you. The glory of the Lord shall be your fear guard. Then you shall call, and the Lord will answer. You shall cry, and he will say, sup, yo. If you take away the yoke from your midst, for your midst, the pointing of the finger and speaking wickedness, you extend your soul to the hungry and satisfy the afflicted soul. Then your light shall dawn in the darkness, and your darkness shall be as the noonday. The Lord will guide you continually and satisfy your soul in drought and strengthen your bones. You shall be like a watered garden and like a spring of water, whose waters do not fail. Those from among you shall build the old waste places. You shall raise up the foundations of many generations, and you shall be called the repairer of the breach, the restorers of the streets to dwell in. This is why Mormons are like, oh yeah, I do this stuff. because it makes them feel special. The Bible's like, oh yeah, if you do that, you're amazing. And the Mormons are like, I do that. I wrote a book about it. Read my book. I wrote a book about how I stand it in the gap. And then I had my sewing needle. I wrote a book all about it. You should read my book. Stupid Mormon. Okay. So, you shall be called. Okay. If you turn away your foot from the Sabbath, from doing your pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy day of the Lord, honorable, and shall honor him, not doing your own way, nor finding your own pleasure, nor speaking your own words. Then you shall delight yourself in the Lord, and I will cause you to ride on cloud dolphin. No, you're going to ride on the high hills of the earth, on cloud dolphin, and feed you with the heritage of Jake your father. The mouth of the Lord has spoken. All that should have been in God voice. Hey, and that's really cool. You got to see the Northern Lights. That's really awesome. I got to see these decorative lights. Does that count? Man, how many minutes are we at? 47. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That 59 is a bit long. So, oh, that's good that he ate veggie nugs. That's good. Um, so I guess everybody has heard up until now, or at least heard bits and pieces up until now. And we have kind of learned about this very codependent relationship God has with these people, where it's slightly abusive, both verbally and physically abusive, and very mentally and emotionally abusive on God's part. Like God gets mentally and emotionally abused. And then he lashes out rather rationally, but in an irrational way against these people by busting that ass for a long time. But then he feels bad about it. And in this book so far, all he's been doing is venting, like talking shit and then taking it back and then talking shit again and then taking it back. Like he kind of doesn't know what to do. Does anybody else see it like a different way or have a different perspective? Yeah. It will. It will. It will. Yeah, I said it right. No. Okay. Well, I'm done reading that for the night. Um, so I guess I'm going to ask anybody, I guess, what their final thoughts are or whatever. Um, sounds about right. Yeah, it's um, a very weird relationship that God has with these people. But I cannot say that it is not a very human kind of thing because when people are in love, they'll put up with just about anything, you know? And it may cause like huge fights like this, but eventually you end up needing each other and it'll take some kind of divine intervention to keep you away from each other. So I can kind of understand it a little bit. No, you're fine, Feather. I know you got kids or whatever. And it's really, yeah, the yellow chair, yeah, for sure. It, and it is really late. But I won't be able to get you guys in the day. So even if I did go live in the daytime, none of you guys would be there. And that wouldn't be cool. Yeah. Yeah. Like God did not know what to do. Like he's all over the place. He's like, I'm going to do this. And no, I'm not. This is going to happen. But it might not. It's like, God does have his own way, but it's so human. Like the actions God, like the feelings that God is giving off in this book is very human. It's very human emotional, you know? It's like the emotions of humans that God is having. So it's like God's as unpredictable as a human, but with way more power. Southern Wheel, did you guys see my new cup? Dustin got it for $1 at Kroger in the clearance section. Right, don't be late no more. Class is important. No, I wish it was a mega plane, but it's two little pumpkins. It's probably as big as maybe a pint. It's a little bigger than 8 ounces, so maybe like a 10-ounce cup. But it's the cutest thing in the world. Dustin got two of them for $1 a piece at the clearance section at Kroger. He's like, they didn't have any more, I'd get them all. It's like, fuck yeah, you would. Because that's a good deal. $1 a cup, forget about it. Buy all of them. Dollar plates, buy all of them. Yeah. Oh, pumpkin plate. Oh, that's such a good thing. I'm going to get a pumpkin pint of pumpkin spice coffee. I don't even like pumpkin spice coffee, but I'll get some. Just have it in my pumpkin cup. Yeah. Pumpkin pint of pumpkin. Damn. I hate these fucking cigarette machines. These things are not fun. I'm like, yay. I got a cigarette machine for my birthday. But I forgot how stupid they are to use. Like, way stupid. Like, these things should not be this hard. Oh, yeah, see? This thing is so stupid. Oh, I'm sticking with my hand rollers. I, So, Wheels, do you still roll cigarettes? I don't remember if I asked you or not. I like pumpkin pie, but I don't I don't care for other pumpkin things either. But I really hate this cigarette machine. Can I say that? And it might be just because they're new that they suck. But these cigarette machines suck. Pumpkin, pumpkin. I don't like pumpkin pie crust. I don't like whatever crust they use. But the pumpkin filling itself, I could eat that shit all day with whipped cream. But I'm not a big fan of the crust. I don't know what kind of crust they use, but it is not my favorite. Okay. This is stupid. Okay. I got the book tobacco. Yeah. I don't know what the hell it is, but these machines are fucking terrible. Red, you roll your cigarettes? Cut down a ton of. Yeah, I don't know. I got a pack of basics yesterday. I get real people cigarettes when I go outside or go places because Dustin don't like me carrying my tobacco around because I'm too lazy to roll a pack of cigarettes. So I get real people cigarettes to go public places. But did you see that? I just dropped my whole tray. I guess good thing there wasn't tobacco on there. I'm having a day. See, I want an electric rolling machine, but my neighbor gave me 4 manual rolling machines for my birthday yesterday. She gave me 4 of them, and I can't use any of them. Strawberry cheesecake is not that bad. Oh, Feather, are you going to be up for a little bit? Because will you talk to me in Discord for a minute when I hang up? Because we're going to have to hang up like here in a second. Bread pudding ain't that bad. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the pumpkin spice. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that shit at all. And I think, depending, you might be happy with what I'm going to tell you on Discord. I suppose, unless you're like you crazy bitch, you know. But you might be as happy as I was, because I heard this news and I was like, hey, I know somebody there that is from the exact place that I live in. So that would be really cool. So I don't know. Hey, did you know in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 that Viggo Mortensen is in it? Aragon, and he plays the bad guy brother in that movie. Did you know that? I didn't know that until I watched it again, and I was like, "Hey, that's Aragon." And Aragon, he also plays the devil in the Prophecy movie, and I couldn't believe it. But yeah, he plays Satan, and it's like, oh yeah. If Satan looked like that, I would want to go on a date with him too. But um, it didn't work out that way. Turns out Satan's kind of ugly, looks like a socialist, kind of a weird looking guy. But it's not anybody I would go on a date with. He's not fat enough because for some reason I like men that look like they could strangle me or suffocate me if they were on top of me. Which, if they laid flat, they probably could. But I like fat guys. I like big guys. I want you to look like you could eat me alive because I'm fucking weird. The worst movie is Lord of the Rings. No, not Matthew McConaughey. That's the third one. The second one is like he's the dude that came back from Vietnam and he's got the metal plate on his head that he scratches with a coat hanger. And he's like, kill her like a rat, kill her like a rat. Yeah, Viggo Mortensen is his guy's brother. Oh, there's a cat outside. When did a cat get outside? It is way too cold for a cat outside. When did you get outside? Come on. Yeah. How'd you get outside? Yeah. I want to know that also. Yeah. How'd you get outside? Get up here. Get up here. Yeah. How'd you get outside? Yeah, get warm. Yeah, how'd you get outside? Yeah, I know. I know. You're probably way cold, but I'm live streaming. Yeah. I don't know how that happened. How the hell did you get outside? Put the alert indeed. Oh, hell, Dargo. I never saw that. But I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't watch a lot of anything. She definitely did miss the roll call because we thought they were all in here. He's tasty in every movie, especially when he plays the devil and Prophecy, the original, the first one with Christopher Walken. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, no way. That's Aragon. He played the goodest of good guys. And here he is. It's like one of his first movies that had to be the prophecy. No, don't get on your three-wheeler. Never saw that. Well, I recommend watching it. It's actually really good. And you would recognize a lot of people in that movie. Yeah. For that movie, I think that movie, it was a lot of people's first movie. But, guys, I do have to end this because we're at an hour and 12 minutes and we've spent the last 50 minutes talking about everything but the Bible. And we're supposed to be talking about the Bible. But it's late. Hey, go on Discord though, Feather. Go on Discord. Yeah, go on Discord. Because I got to tell you stuff. But I'm going to tell everyone else I love you so much. It's time to give the pillow the best head and deep throat as much as you can. And then give the sheets some fantastic baby oil booty rubs and have the sweetest dreams ever. I love you guys so much. Wait, I need to hit things. Okay. I'm hitting the outro. I love you. I don't know why it's that loud, but it's it. Good night, Wheels. I love you. Good night, Muddy. Good night, Firefly. Good night, Jim Bob. Good night, Fred. All right, Feather, are you still going? And don't forget about Mary Sue. Good night, Mary Sue. Did you know that's my aunt's real name? So if she's watching, good night, Mary Sue. All right. I'm going to voice chat. I love you guys. Good night.